American breeders who have been doing it, like you say, have cleaned up the lines, did all the work, went through all the sacrifice to make and get better dogs to point people overseas that's getting burnt left and right, bringing over
Right.
epilepsy. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
Um, that import game has changed in the last few years.
Hmm.
It's become more prevalent. Um, People are importing more because the opportunity to import is better, right?
Right.
Um, Through the internet, you you can get in touch with somebody in Czechoslovakia, or Germany, by do. It used to be you had to have this, or you had to have somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that could point you into the right place, or you had to have a friend or a cousin or a brother that was in the army in Germany, and they could go to the farm for you, and they could pick out the dog, and then they could it was so many different steps that you don't have to do anymore. Now you have to send a Zelle, or you have to send it bank to bank, and now your puppy can get on a plane in a couple of weeks and be here, and
Hmm.
then you have a import, right?
Hmm.
So, not knowing the people that you're buying from, and the first thing they say, "No, I know them." How do you know them? Oh, well, we've been talking on we've been messaging for the last month. That's not knowing them. That's messaging them.
Hmm.
So, not being able to go visit, and one thing I'm gonna say up front, because I ain't gonna get in trouble like you get in trouble. I ain't saying nothing's wrong with importing.
Right.
Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
if you want to import, import. I know some people got some great dogs from importing. They didn't want anything from anyone over here. They trusted the process, and they went to Italy. They went to some other countries in Russia, and they imported Corsos, and they got some good dogs.
Yeah.
No, good dogs. Yes. Could they have found that over here? Yes. But they have different lines. They have, that they are happy with, and it's different. There's some difference in what is over here.
Yeah.
But most American lines that people had to clean up came from overseas,
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
because they didn't start over here. So when you bring in an import, you're trusting exactly what it is. Is someone sending you something that you're trusting is going to be what you talked to them about and what they said they were going to send?
Hmm.
So how I feel about it, Joe, I don't feel one way or the other. Truthfully, it boils down to what works for you.
Hmm.
It doesn't work for me, in that aspect, unless it's something that's absolutely special.
Right.
That would be a game changer for me.
Right.
And a lot of it is, I can say that because I've been doing it for so long. I know people who have great dogs here in the states that if I did go over there, they're comparable to what they have. Um, so I don't have a need for that, and I'm not trying to prove anything. Like you said, sometimes it's a sales pitch. Well, the parents are imports, but you can't tell me what I'm getting from them because you don't know actually where they come from. You don't know the lineage behind it. You don't know what work behind it. You're trusting the paper that they sent.
Right. Right. Because one
So
of
as a consumer, if go ahead.
I'm sorry, but one of the first things you taught me, you was like, man, always go to the yard, go visit the kennels. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's important too. But I think personally, like I've imported several dogs, but you have to have experience a little bit. And the kind of dogs I got, those shepherds back there, they shit, that's where they at. But
Right.
uh, a lot of it, you just got to be really careful. And I think sometimes we bypass or overlook uh, the breeders way over just sitting over here that got really good dogs because people in general here import
Right.
so much. But this is the thing too, Lamont. This is online versus real world. Online, they know me, they know several others, they know all kind of people. In the real world, when you get in the Corso world, these online names, they not at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe in the Corso was like, "Shit, let's do the podcast." You know,
Hmm.
I hadn't went to the heights you have and other people have. So that's a big difference too. When you get off into the breeds of dogs, the guys you see online, when you get down in the mix of it and see who's who, most of
Hmm.
them ain't, ain't in there. They may be known, but they not top of the crop. You know what I'm saying?
Most people use them as a reference.
Yeah. Hmm.
So when they say they're doing research, they've watched videos.
Right.
Um, and usually most of those people got one dog.
Yeah. 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 That's
They
true.
got famous for one dog, and a lot of followers and a lot of content.
Hmm.
And that's the unfortunate part. Hey, where's my car? I can't even do a podcast without these
Oh,
dogs
yeah. Drop that money. Drop
begging
that
begging for money. Beg-
money.
call James and tell him I'm on this. Uh, but yeah, that boy, that's pitiful, ain't it?
Man, hey,
Where's
I
your
don't know.
cards?
Yeah, mine different though. Mine got mind control. They don't even make me pass a card. They just make me go spin it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, they got it on their phone and they can tap it.
Yeah,
Boop. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. I'm not allow this.
yeah.
Your child is trying to get this. Allow this. Yeah, yeah, man.
But
But
with you being a one who has imported,
mhm.
do you regret importing?
Not no, because I kind of like studied the game, man. You know, I'm kind of what you call a Negro nerd. So
Hmm.
like I'll use social media almost like a spider web to trace back things. You know me, Lamont. I
Hmm.
ask 100 questions. I'll ask such and
Hmm.
such. You got one of these dogs? Blah blah blah. That's how I do it before I even get to the breeder. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I did so much homework, and the best, one of the best avenues for me is always talking to people who may have the productions. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's how I always did it. Talking to other breeders, you know what I'm saying? About the dog. It's a lot of breeders that will help you just say, man, don't bring nothing messed up over here. So they'll still help you, just not to bring nothing messed up over here. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
stay away from
Hmm.
that. I wouldn't do it, do this, do that. I've had people they tell, well, ask him for this certain dog. Ask him, do he got a dog off this dog? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
People who actually been in the kennels. You know what I mean? You know, like got
Right.
a little whistleblower a little bit.
Right. Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
try
Yep.
to do my thing.
I've done. I've heard that a few times. I've heard it a few
Yeah,
times. But
yeah.
I've seen such some dirty things when it comes to that. Like I know a lady who imported a male. She imported him about 3 years ago, and she put him in the show circuit. He knocked it out. When I say he knocked it out, he knocked it out. Oh, and well, the first thing she didn't really know the breed much. Okay, and that's why she imported. They sent her a fairly, you know, young adult, and he was look wise, he's beautiful.
Hmm.
He's a really really nice dog. Well, the first litter, most of them by the time they were a year, their hips were gone. Not bad, they were pretty much gone.
Yeah.
Then the different illnesses started to happen, the epilepsies, and if I tell you to this day, she knows it for a fact. They ran it back. Their dogs have been tested. She's replaced dogs and so on and so on. She's still running that dog right now. She's running him through kennels. And people are actually still breeding with him, even though they've been told, hey, look, he's produced several litters, proven. You got people yelling about her online. And I seen a lady who had an AKC grand champion female that posted she's breeding to him like 2 weeks ago, and she's looking forward to it. He's an import. He's a champion AKC male. Um, so I get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah,
but what it boils down to, you said it a minute ago, is finances.
yeah.
If
Man,
people feel they can make a dollar,
yeah,